Hi guys, and welcome to another Pilates class. Today's class is going to be a nice gentle Pilates class. It's going to be slow and controlled movements. And we're going to get started on our mat in a 4-point kneeling position. We're going to start with some cat-cows. So we're going to inhale, extend your spine, looking up. Exhale to flex your spine, rolling through your spine, gaze towards your navel, pushing up out of your shoulders, crunching in the abs. Inhale to lengthen and extend your spine, looking up. Exhale, gaze towards your navel, rolling through your spine, pelvis tucks under. Inhale to lengthen and lift. Exhale, gaze towards your navel, pushing up out of your shoulders. We're going to come to a neutral spine now. Now I want you to just move however your body feels today. Take some nice big circles with your hips, sway from side to side. Whatever feels good, do that. Opening up the hips, moving through the spine. Okay, just some free movement here. It always feels good. Rocking side to side. And then we're going to press back to a nice shell stretch. Open up the knees. Extend those arms out in front of you. Opening up the shoulders. Feel like I'm pulling your arms away. And then I want you to feel like I'm pressing your hips down towards the mat. So you feel a nice opening in your hips. Rest your forehead on the mat. Taking some nice big deep breaths. Just be present here. Inhale and exhale it all out. Getting ready for today's class. Just taking a moment here for yourself. Okay. We're going to lift up now and lower our hips down to the mat, coming into some extension. So I want you to take your hands about shoulder width apart. And you're going to make sure that you're not locking out in your elbows. There's a slight bend there. We're just going to lower down and then press back up. So we're coming into our swan dive prep. So exhale to lower, inhale to press back up, making sure you're not locking out in the elbows. Creating that nice extension in the back as you lift up. You're doing so well. Okay, let's go for another 4. Feeling this in your triceps, in the back of your arms. Let's do another 2 in your chest. Last one. Press back to a nice shell stretch, a nice counter stretch. Take a nice big deep breath here. I want you to focus on just slow and controlled movements. We're taking it down a notch today. So just go at your own pace. Sway your hips from side to side. Do whatever feels good. Coming into some nice mobility. Okay, let's press forward. Pressing into a half plank. So here we're going to be connecting to the core. I want you to make sure that your belly button is to spine. You're wrapping that corset in. Your spine is straight. Your neck follows your spine. And we're just going to hold in our half plank for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then press back to a shell stretch. Okay, stretching up the shoulders. We're going to do some push-ups now. So come forward into a 4-point kneeling position. And I want you to focus on really slow movements here. So make sure that your core is engaged. And on your inhale, I want you to lower down into your push-up very slowly. Exhale, press back up. Inhale to lower down. Exhale, press back up. So it's very slow, and you'll find that with these slow movements, you actually feel more of a burn in your muscles. Let's do another 4. Last 3, using your own resistance in your body. Last 2, elbows are in towards your waist. Last one, lower down, slow and controlled. press back up. Okay, so we're going to lower down onto our tummies now. Our arms are going to be in a 90-degree angle, cactus arms. We're going to place that right cheek on the mat, and we're going to lift that left leg up and over, pressing up with that left arm, feeling a nice stretch in the spine and in the chest. Just take a moment here, enjoy this nice release. Okay, we're going to do that on the other side. So take that left cheek to the mat, and then that right leg up and over. Lift up onto that right hand, feeling a nice stretch in the chest, in the spine. Just taking a moment. Okay, perfect. Let's release. And then we're going to push back to a shell stretch. Well done. We're going to come into some ab work now. So lift back up, coming down onto your back. Rolling down slowly, vertebra by vertebra. Now we're going to connect to our core. So I want you to put your hands on your hips and on your waist here. We're going to lower that right hip down and then lift it back up. So I really want you to think about connecting to your core, to using that core connection to lift your leg back up. So inhale to lower your knee, dropping your knee to the side. Exhale to lift back up with your core, using your inner thigh here, slow and controlled. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Drawing that pelvic floor up and in. That belly button comes to spine. It's a small movement, but it's very powerful when you use your breath. Okay, we're going to extend that right leg to the ceiling. We're going to draw a nice circle on the ceiling. And I want you to make sure that you are keeping your hips stable here. So keep your hands on your hips. Just feel that hip stability. We're going to take it in the other direction now. Painting that nice circle. Let's go for another 3, 2, engaging that core. Last one. Lower back down. Okay, we're going to take that left knee out to the side. Drop it low, rolling onto the side of your foot, lifting back up. Working the inner thigh, working the core. Remember to connect to that core, lifting up that leg up with your core. Powerful movement, small but powerful. Lifting that pelvic floor up and in. Let's go for another 3. Last 2. Last one, extend that leg to the ceiling. Let's draw some nice circles on the ceiling, keeping that hip stability. So I want you to keep those circles nice and small. Let's do 2. Last one. And now we're going to take it in the other direction. Let's go for 3, 2, 1. Lower that leg. Take your hands behind your head now, and we're going to lift up into our ab curl, lower back down. So I want you to bring your gaze towards your knees so that there's a fist space between your neck or your chin and your chest. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold up. We're going to take that right hand, bring it towards the right heel. Coming into the obliques, let's go on the other side. Left hand to left heel. Exhale as you crunch in the obliques. Inhale as you come back to center, staying up in your ab curl. You'll definitely feel your abs starting to burn, switching on. Okay, let's go for another 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to come to the right hand side and we're going to do pulses. Little exhales as you pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do that on the other side. You're doing so well. Little pulses on the left hand side, getting into those obliques. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Hug those knees in towards the chest. Taking a nice big deep breath. That was a definite ab burn. But you got through it. You did so well. It's amazing how the slow and controlled movements, they really work your body. Okay, we're going to drop those feet towards the mat now. We're going to come into our bridges. So we're going to roll through the spine, lifting up, peeling up through the spine to our shoulder bridge. Inhale, lower back down, rolling through the spine to a neutral spine. So exhale to lift up, rolling through that spine. Inhale, lower back down. So really focus on that spinal mobility, and as you lift up, creating that rib to hip connection. You're doing so well. Feeling this in the glutes, switching the glutes on. Okay, let's do another 4. Last 3. Slow and controlled. Last 2. Let's do one more. Lifting up and lowering back down slowly. Okay, we're going to come onto our toes now. Bring those heels in. And we're going to lift up into our bridge and lower back down. So exhale, lift up, inhale, lower back down, keeping that rib to hip connection. The core is engaged, the belly button is to spine. Feeling this in the thighs, in the glutes. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Okay, let's hold it up there. We're going to lower halfway and then lift back up, squeezing the glutes. Inhale, lower. Exhale to lift and squeeze. You're doing so well. Let's go for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. We're going to open those knees out to the side and then bring them in. Our knees touch in the center, feeling that inner thigh connect. Open up towards the side, working the side booty, and then the inner thighs kiss in the center. So we're working on the abductors as we open and the adductors as we close. So side booty and inner thigh. Inhale to open, exhale to close. Really think of squeezing those inner thighs together as your knees meet in the middle. Let's do another 3, 2, last one. Okay, come back to center. Little pulses up. Little exhales as you pulse up. We're almost done here. Let's finish it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Hug those knees in towards the chest. Just taking a moment here before we come into some side lying work. Some nice clams and some more inner thigh work. Okay, so let's roll onto your right hand side. Rest your head in your hand. Bend those knees. Feet are glued together. We're going to lift them up, and then we're going to lift that top knee, close again. So I want you to make sure that you're keeping that core engaged and that those hips are square towards the front of the mat, front of the room, I mean. We're not opening up the hips like this. We're keeping that core connection, the hip connection, the hips are stable. Exhale to open, inhale to close. We're going to add on here, so let's do 2, Last one, open, extend the leg, bend and close. Exhale, open, inhale, extend, exhale, bend, inhale, close. Just follow your breath as best you can, otherwise breathe naturally, however you feel, making sure that you're keeping that core connection, that top hip is pressing away from your body so that there's a little bit of a gap between your waist and the mat. Okay, let's do another 2. Last one. We're going to hold that top knee open, little pulses back, little exhales as you pulse back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lower down. Okay, extend that bottom leg. Bring that top leg up, closer to you. We're going to point through that bottom foot, and we're just going to lift and lower, coming into the inner thigh. So exhale to lift, inhale to lower, keeping that core engaged, that length through the leg. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up, flex that foot, point that foot. So we're keeping our leg up in an isometric hold, still working that inner thigh, working into some ankle mobility. Let's go for 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. We're going to lower our head down, extend your arm out. Bring that top leg on top of the bottom. Rest your hand on the floor for support. Lift that top leg. Now that bottom leg is going to meet the top leg, squeezing in the middle. That bottom foot kisses the top foot and then comes back down. So you're squeezing here, engaging the inner thigh. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Let's go for 2, 1. Hold it up. Scissor kick those legs. So create that length through the legs, and we're just switching here, keeping those hips stable so it doesn't have to be a big movement. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Bring those knees in. We're going to lift up onto our forearm. You can fold your mat here for more support. We're coming into a side plank now. And we're just going to lift our hips up, lower back down. So exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, working into those obliques. Last 2, 1. Hold it up, extend that arm, little pulses up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up, lower it back down, lift up and over, creating that flexion in the side waist, in the spine. Okay, release. We're going to come to the other side now. Starting with our clams, so head rests in your hands, bring those knees in, feet are glued together. You're going to lift those feet up and then open and close that top knee. Exhale to open it. Inhale to close. You're doing so well. We're almost done for today's class. This is our last little section. Feeling that in the side here, you're not opening up your hips. The hips are staying square. Okay, we're going to lift, extend, bend, and close. Exhale, lift, inhale, extend, exhale, bend, inhale, close. Strong, powerful movements. That hip is away from your body, so it's stacked, the bottom hip. There's a little gap here for ants to crawl under. Last one. Hold that top knee open, little pulses back. Little exhales as you pulse back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Extend the bottom leg. And we're just going to lift and lower that bottom leg, creating that length through the leg. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up, flex and point. Working into that ankle mobility, creating that length through that leg. That isometric hold is working the inner thigh. Let's go for 3, 2, 1. Lower it down, extend that arm, rest the head on the arm. Lift that top leg, and we're going to bring the bottom to meet the top. Squeezing the inner thighs together. Exhale to lift, inhale to lower. We're almost there. Feel those slow and controlled movements. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift it. Scissor kicks. Little scissors here, keeping those hips stable. We're not falling all over the place. Keep that movement small. 3, 2, 1. Lower down. And we're going to lift up to our side plank now, coming on our forearms. Bring those knees in. And we're just going to lift those hips up, lower back down. Feeling this in the obliques. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Can you give me little pulses up, little exhales as you pulse up? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, hold, hold. Lower back down. Come into some nice lateral flexion, stretching out that side waist that we just worked. Release, take that top leg over the bottom, lift and lengthen, and twist towards the right. Feeling a nice stretch in the spine. Release that. Let's do that on the other side. Lifting up and lengthening that spine, and then twisting towards the side. Release that, and let's come into our last shell stretch for today's class. Opening up the hips, opening up the shoulders, feeling a nice stretch in the spine as well. Taking one big deep breath here. We're going to roll that vertebra by vertebra to seated. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for joining me again today. I hope you have enjoyed this class, and I'll see you all again tomorrow. Bye, guys.